Hi everybody, it's ZJoy Plate, and we're here to do my promised review and compare with the Dixie Plates Marbled 01 and the ZJoy 038 Marbled Plate. Although to call it a true marbled plate I think is a little deceiving, but we'll talk about that a little bit later. I have a lot of information about these plates that I've absorbed and ideas that I have in my head that I want to communicate to you over the next few minutes. And if it doesn't quite all make it out of my mouth onto the tape, then I'm going to make sure that anything I forgot to say gets into the description box. That being said, Dixie does have a video about her plate, and I did put that. Actually, she's got a couple of videos about her plate. I mean, Dixie, K-Dix, whatever. You know what I mean. You know who I mean. I hope you know who I mean. I know who I mean. Although that's not as important as you know who I mean. You knowing who I mean. Anyway, so she's got a couple videos that are very helpful. She explains how these two are to layer, and she does a little bit more than that. But it's very, very helpful explaining how incredibly well organized this plate is. And can I just say that if you have both of these plates, you will have an infinite number of ideas and practical applications for stone nails for eternity. Because the way that you use these is that you don't use precisely the same image on every nail. Of course, you kind of rotate them, or you change them just a little bit in orientation, and boom, completely different image. If you have long nails, both of these plates offer you quite a bit, although surprisingly, for once, the ZJoy is a longer image than the Dixie plate. So let's look at that just real quick here. Don't worry guys, I'll get into the meat of it pretty soon. They both have great backings. So here's this. This is just over an inch. And then for width we've got just under an inch. Although that's weird because these are clearly rectangular. Oh, duh, over and under. My brain has died. And it's on a stick called my neck. Okay. So here we've got just under an inch for the width again. However, this guy is just about an inch. So these are a little more roughly square on the Dixie plates. So anyway, but either or, there's a lot of nail lengths that are covered in there. And you're going to be really happy with either plate if you get either plate. But I do recommend that you get both, and I'm going to get into that really quick here. Now, let's look, instead of me wasting your time swatching, because I do this for all of my plates. You guys are looking at my secrets here. This is my Bible here. No, I guess you guys can only look at one at a time, because I can't zoom out any further right now. Well, because I really kind of wanted to show you both at one time. So, and here's why. Here's the Dixie Marbled 01, and you can see how the swatch relates to the plate here. And you can see how these two are clearly to be layered. Each of those gaps right there is the orientation point for hooking them together. So if you put this guy down, which I think is the idea, if you put this guy down, and then on top of it, you make sure that you get the hole centered over this hole, then you're going to have it correct. It should not be hard. It should be easy, even with as abstract as these images are. So we've got some smoother marble images, looking like tumbled marble here. We've got some really veiny marble down here, and I wanted to try something out with that later on when we get going. Just wanted to remind myself where that is and look at it. Now let's talk about, because we've done a lot of talking about the Dixie plate. We're not done talking about the Dixie plate, but let's talk about the ZJoy plate. Wow, I am so impressed. This plate was around $2.50, And I think the Dixie plates, she calls them mini plates, but they're around the size of other brands, regular or extra large plates. I think the Dixie plate runs around 8. Correct me if I'm wrong. But you know what? This plate is really worth its weight in gold. It doesn't just have the traditional marbled images like these guys here, right? It's got some reverse marble images where you can lay down the color itself and you can leave behind the veining. I think that'll work really well with metallic. If you have a metallic cover that you lay down on your nail and then you lay over it in white or black or another color, that would be fabulous. We have a now I think this goes for both of these plates here, these tiles here. I think both of them can be used with some changes made with Scotch tape, pulling up the part of the image that you don't want. I think both of those can be used as veining, specifically veining. Now, I think it would be really nice if somebody came out with a marbled plate that had just one tile that was really simple veining, that we could just lie right on top of any marble stamping that we want. But they don't have that yet, as far as I know. And I think we can do it ourselves. I think we can do it with these two things. So the other thing is, this looks really cool, like the edge of some tumbled agate or something like that. This looks like, to me, it looks kind of like reproduced turquoise, but it might also look like regular turquoise. I'm not sure. Turquoise is not my favorite stone. Please don't kill me. My favorite stones are garnet and moonstone, and not turquoise. I thought it was really interesting how this one was layered, like in different layers of rock, of the earth, whatever. There are real science words for what I'm trying to say, but I'm exhausted and whatever. I like these kind of organic looking, here's this one, stamps. I'm a big fan of those. And this one especially reminds me of a very specific kind of jasper I've seen before. So I'm really impressed with the accuracy of, that's why I called it Marble and Minerals, because it's not just marble. And I think the breadth of topic of this plate is really important in why I think you should get both of these plates. Not only should you get both of these plates because this is an incredible, technically superior, very well organized, quality etched plate that is a plate that you need if you are ever interested in doing a marbled nail. But this also is very well etched. In fact, this is etched deeper than the Dixie plate. Prepare to use a lot of polish on this plate. This is one of the ones that tears up your cotton ball, so prepare to use some lint-free pads. I think you need this plate too. Not just because it's only $2.50 with free shipping and handling, but that does not hurt, I gotta tell you. So I really did think that I'd go into this telling you one or the other would really be the way to go. But I've got to tell you, you need both of these plates if you're interested in doing stone nails. So I'm putting my Bible away, and I'm going to get out my paper towel, because it's time to test some of these out for you. Some of these ideas I had, because I did wait for you before oh no, I've missed. I stored all my swatch sticks together right after I made them. And they've kind of, whatever. I'm covering a lot of area with these. This is hilarious. I ruined my swatch sticks. Oh well. Okay. So here we go. First thing I wanted to do was to test out my theory with some of this yes. Some of these I think can be altered. So I'm gonna do this one. while this goes down. This is an amorphous idea. It's forming in my head. Oh, great. I chose the empty ink. The empty. I'm going to call polish ink for as long as you guys know me. It's something I do. Having worked with India inks before I worked with polishes, it's just something I do. And forgive me. Laugh at me. Please laugh at me. It'll make me feel better about it. I mean that. I'm not being sarcastic. So, I waited a little too long to pick that up. All right, so I don't know if that's quite as heavy an image as I wanted. I really wanted some heavy marble on there. So let us use one of those lint-free wipes I showed you earlier. Because I don't have a lot of experience on these plates, actually swatching yet, I just did the one swatches I showed you because I wanted them to be really new to me when I talked to you about them. I know you would have liked to see me take. There were 2 pieces of blue film on this, guys. That was so weird. Anyway, so what I'm going to do after this, one more time. First of all, where's that other one? Here's another one. Also running low. Yeah, I stamp a lot. All right. How about that? There we go. There we go. And that's another thing I like about how organic these images are, is if you are kind of screwing up, but you think you can salvage it, you can probably salvage it. Because, let's get that silver. I need to make sure I have that. So I'm only taking some of this. Oh, I really want that one up there. All right. So I'm going to pull my tape up. There's a couple of key shapes I'm looking for here. Let's go willy-nilly with the, pull up some of that. All right. What do you think? I think I like it. Can I even focus? There we go. We gotta focus here. We gotta focus. There we go. All right. So there's my first, and that for that one I did just use plain old one plate. I didn't combine the two. But it has some ideas that combine the two. Like, you'll have, you can use this one, well, this one, and a number of them for some different kind of turquoise than this. You can get a couple finishes of turquoise in one nail. But right now, I want to test the black. Well, let's do gray. I want to see these reverse ones in action, because that's a pretty spiffy idea, I gotta say. Okay, yes, but what else can you do for me today? I did put a rather flat gray down there. That's my fault. That's not interesting enough for me. Let me see what I can do now. I want gold. Your limits are only as small as your imagination for these plates, guys. These are really create as you go, just have fun with the process. See, this is really ideal for the veining. This is what I'm talking about. I'm digging it. What do you think? I am digging it. All right. So there's that one. I'm going to do one more before I send you guys off on your merry little way. Or rather, more technically, before I go off on my merry little way. Besides, I'm sure you guys are sick and tired of listening to me talk. All right. So I really do want to see that turquoise, and I didn't swatch the right color for turquoise. Turquoise. Goodness gracious. Turquoise. But I want to see this plate, swatch this tile, this thing right in front of me that I'm putting some knot ink on right now. You guys are going to think my mouth is broken, and it kind of is. I have a little bit of a weird stop between my brain and my language center right now. So, okay, yes, but how about if we just saying, no, it's gold that's in turquoise, so not that we have the correct stamp, but well, first of all, who doesn't love Endless Blue by Sinful Colors? Am I right? I am right. I'm always right about that. But I'm going to see if this can be a kind of altered double stamp. I'm done with those. I need more. All right. I want to see if I can kind of alter this in a double stamp with my handy dandy Scotch tape. The way that I'm going to do that, I'm going to swatch in this gold. Wipe off the excess, roll, my happy handy dandy stamper. What I'm stamping with here, guys, now I may not list all the stamping polishes because, whatever. I'm stamping with Gold for Gold by Sally Hansen, and I am making that not dry. Okay, so let's get some of that going on. We'll see if this works. It may not. I may have already waited too long anyway. Well, this is kind of the look I was going for, but I wanted something a little bit more. I don't know. This might be what I was after. And here's some celled turquoise with pyrite. So anyway, we have come to the end of my little experience with you for this afternoon. And what I want to say to you, what I want you to take away from this is not just how do I use these and can I ask Reza any more questions? Yes, you can ask me any more questions you have. But I want you, if you are interested in this kind of manicure, my recommendation is to get both plates and to use them often and to play with them a lot and to just have fun with it. These are just a lot of fun, and don't take them too seriously. Enjoy them. Enjoy them a lot. Please like my video if you enjoyed this afternoon. Please subscribe if you are not already. And comment below if you have any questions or comments or just want to say hi. I will see you in my next video. Talk to you later. Bonsoir.